You're here, aren't you, because you believe in creativity in the arts? That's right, isn't it?
King's Cross, it's all about connections. But one organisation has stood by us all the way, actually, since Liverpool. And that's Google, actually. Google have just been fantastic. One of their creative directors spoke at our first ever event. This lady has been a rock to Steamco, and she's got her children here today. You're going to bring your daughter up as well, are you? Fantastic, go for it, yeah, go for it.
All right, so I'm marketing director at Google and a huge fan of Nick and all the work he's been doing. I think when people first think about Google, when we first started talking, we've done a lot in the space to try and promote STEM, particularly in schools, particularly girls getting into STEM, where we can see there's a challenge of bringing in more diversity into our engineering workforce. But I think some of the places that people overlook what Google are also passionate about, which is core to our mission as a business, is that we build products for everyone, to connect everyone, to make that information freely available. And at the heart of that is creativity. And we believe that without that, and the absence of that, particularly in our children's lives and their education, will lead not just to challenges from an employment perspective, but really lead to challenges in terms of what can be created and the magic that really develops from what we make. We've always stood by the idea that we develop technology and platforms, but they really only ever come to life when you put them in the hands of individuals and creatives. So I'm going to talk about today about some of the skills that we look for when we're thinking about employing people into our teams. And actually, Anushka's here. This is my daughter. My son's here somewhere. I have twins, so she's one half of them. And certainly my creative inspiration for a lot of what I do. But often when I talk to parents and teachers, and they will say to me, what do Google look for when we're looking for talent? And I think there has been a time when people assumed it was about having a degree, having a science or engineering degree, a computer science degree, and it was a very kind of small set of people that we were looking at. But the reality is what we really want and what we're really excited about, and where we're reliant upon you developing this in your children and through the teachers that are in here as well, is we actually want explorers. We want people who are going to go and find the new and look for the different and look for the diamonds in the dust and tell us what can be found out there. We're looking for dreamers. I spent so much of my childhood actually being told off by teachers for being a daydreamer, but actually I think that's been at the very heart of certainly my creative inspiration. So I look for dreamers, people who can think beyond the barriers and the boundaries of what's seen there today and go and see the impossible. We're looking for people who like to solve tough problems, who, you know, we set our engineers a task and our creative staff a task each year to say what are some of the problems that they want to fix. This year they're trying to fix, which we want to eradicate the world of malaria. And they're using engineering and a thought process around how we can do that. But our creative teams think about how we can tell those stories and how we connect them to people. We're looking for individuals, people who really are happy to stand out in the crowd, who want to look at things differently, and who bring their entire self to work each day and are respected and valued for that individual opinion. That individuality comes from such a young age, from the inspiration they get from their teachers and their friends and their parents and families, and it needs to be nurtured and developed. And we love, this is a picture of you guys, you loved this, and this is Google Cardboard. Google Cardboard was created out of something we call 20% time. So all of our engineers, all of our teams throughout Google are encouraged to spend at least a day a week on a project totally unrelated to their day job. To try and develop the new. Things like maybe applications you might use, things like Gmail, for example. Things like that were actually developed out of 20% time. And this one of my favourites, is Cardboard. It's a virtual reality unit, very, very low cost, and really put the idea of VR into the hands of everyone. And particularly this application for children, which I think hopefully some of you have seen this in schools, is we took the cardboards out to schools and we let children from anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter if you're a kid in Cambridge or a little boy in Chennai, you can have the same opportunity of being able to explore the depths of the oceans or the art that exists. There it is, there you go. We can play, and these kids, when you see them, and we've been out to schools and we watch children playing with these VR units, it is simply magical to see how they open up and be able to explore places and things that they would never have seen. And we want to develop that listening skill at a young age because it's what makes storytellers brilliant. And we love storytellers. I think Anushka and Oscar, you love a story, don't you? Yeah. Because the storytellers is what really helps us connect those dreams, that imagination to others, and helps us continue to propel those stories. And we always talk about something called Googleyness at Google. And we look for Googleyness in every individual, and it's encouraged throughout their careers. And it's a little bit of a tricky one to define. It's one of these things, you spot it or not. But I think at the very heart of Googleyness is creativity. Because Googleyness is about feeling uncomfortably excited. It is about the kind and the collaboration and looking for things and going that extra further, going the extra mile to look for the opportunities and thinking about how you can help and support. So that's Google. We're really, really, really super proud of the work that Nick's doing. You're an endless hero for all of us. I tell you, phenomenal. And I hope
Team hug.
best. Oh.
Big round of applause for this lady. She works quite hard, 80% of the week. Anyway, it's the start, isn't it?
Art is an expression of talent. For so many years now, it's been applied to one skill.
Yes, I am an artist, and I'm proud of that.